Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
380. Lucy, 380.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Flushed out right. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Connecting here with DJ Shark. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go. Lucy. 11.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here we go. 11. 372.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Cole. Oh, another great. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. extra point tacked on by Leemo. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Leemo out to kick this one away. Trevor Davis now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Green Bay's offense coming out onto the field, and week 2 of the preseason, they were electric. 51 points they put up against the Steelers.
And Aaron Rodgers got his first action of the preseason and led an opening drive for a touchdown, so he felt great. But the activity is behind him. Brett Hundley, his backup last season, he's having a terrific preseason. He played a little bit and did just fine, 6 of 9 throwing the ball. Deshaun Kaiser got his first extended action of the preseason. He was terrific, 7 of 12, 149 yards, 2 touchdown passes. The Packers are building some real depth at the quarterback position.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Rodgers now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
58.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. And even 40 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby on now to kick it away. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin.
Here we go. 11B. Spread right, 72. 372. 11.
Bortles now on first down. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lee. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the gun, it's Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Green 80. Mike 39, Lucy. Hank. Here we go.
Bortles now on first down. Now he's forced out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Trips left. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a tempo program that was looking for players like him. And he's carried that.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Leemo out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. As the Packers make their way back out here on offense. Went up to Green Bay. You had a great time, didn't you?
I certainly did, partner, and I went full fan, full historian, Packers lore. So while I was there, I drove to Vince Lombardi's house and kind of communed there for a little while. And the people who lived there, the same family that bought it from the Lombardi family back in late 1960s, still there, and they're used to this. I went by the Union Hotel where the
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Over here. Jump out. 18. To 50. Jump out. Go ahead.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
58. Hey, we are going. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. Over. Hey, check 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Analyze to NFC, the 4 divisions. Who do you have winning them?
Let's start in the East. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, got better in the offseason. I think they win their division again, although Dallas will make a strong run at them.
Okay. And the South, you were saying you like Atlanta.
Yeah, I do like Atlanta to get back.
West, who do you have out there?
The Rams. They took over for the Seahawks last year. I expect them to stay on the top of the heap. But let's face it, a lot of excitement in San Francisco with Jimmy Garoppolo.
In the North, can Green Bay overtake Minnesota?
They can, but I don't think that they will. I think the Vikings defense carries them home. Kirk Cousins, their new quarterback. The Packers will challenge in a big way, but keep an eye on Detroit as well.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
11B. Green 80.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Let's go. Here we go. 372.
To throw is Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You know, while we got a second, I did want to take a look back to the Hall of Fame inductions. Took place in Canton on August 4th. And what stood out to you from the ceremonies, from the speeches that you heard?
Well, for me, beside the speeches, just remembering their careers, I really flashed back at how much I enjoyed watching Brian Dawkins play, and his speech was terrific as well. Robert Dr. Doom Brazil with the Houston Oilers, absolutely loved him as a player. And Jerry Kramer had to wait so long with the Green Bay Packers. For him to get in, I thought was terrific, and I can't wait for next year. First ballot eligible guys, Tony Gonzalez, Ed Reed, and Champ Bailey. That's a strong class.
Another star-studded cast. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Fowler able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
So right. Lucy. Green 80.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Let's go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hank. Green 80.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. get this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Rodgers now on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And just Jacksonville with the Jags on top.
Go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lucy. Set. Green 80. Green set.
Throwing now is Bortles. Flush to his right. Now he's going to... Got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Shotgun now for Bortles. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Lucy.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Over the middle, complete. It's Lee. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Let's go. Here we go.
And Bortles going to sneak it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a 1st down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a 1st down and start a new set.
Bortles now to throw. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got some space here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking long for Westbrook. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Bortles got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball.
Lucy. 372. 380. 380.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles being chased out left. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Spread left. 117.
Now Bortles. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Blake Bortles, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Leemo on for the extra point. Point after by Leemo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Leemo out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Get 300. Hey, where y'all going? Yeah, this. Zoom.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught by Cobb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Rodgers to his tight end Graham on a big one. 45 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. 1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That's fine now.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run with Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run forward Montgomery, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
That's fine, yeah. Here we go.
Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Jaguars getting set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Portal's going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Spread right. Lucy.
Bortles going to look to throw. Open man right side is Sharp. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll run it again with Fournette. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 58. Hurry up. Get it.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenneth Acker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.